Kohler is a very small village. We moved there when I was 7, right out of 2nd grade. Never recommend that. There was no teacher to kind of guide the social dynamic with all the little girls and all their little cliquish connections. But I was very blessed to be growing up in Kohler. We had an outstanding education. When I moved there, including the bus children, there were 33 third graders. So it was a very small community. We had an old-style legend of a principal, Mr. Paukert. His belief was that the high school should cater to the student, not the student to the high school. And he put a real premium on teaching children to think rationally and independently. And we all had that. Of the 40 children we wound up as graduates, 40 people, there were many high accomplishing people that came out of that class. I had a lot of teachers that were really instrumental. When I first came, Marilyn Hanson was so kind. She taught 3rd and 4th grade, and I was in the combination class. Bernice Staggy from Batavia, Wisconsin, taught 5th and 6th grade, and we carried mounds of books home every night because she was preparing us for college. She taught all kinds of aspects of Wisconsin. One day that we all looked forward to was the day that we got to taste a variety of cheeses, including, I think it was the smelly Limburger cheese that she warned us about. We each made a scrapbook about whatever we wanted to about Wisconsin. And mine was like this. I think I got an A triple plus on it. One of the things we had to do was to memorize the townships of Sheboygan County. Russell, Ryan, Herman, Mosel, Greenbush, Plymouth, Sheboygan Falls, Sheboygan, Mitchell, Linden, Lima, Wilson, Scotch, Sherman, Holland. We just never forgot the things we learned. It was a classic education, and whether it was mathematics or writing or penmanship, we needed to aim for excellence. And more often than not, the students really met that mark. I was one of the first students at the John Michael Kohler Art Center when I was young, maybe 7th grade. Ruth Kohler herself taught the class, and after that I was in classes there, maybe 2 classes every week I'd be taking. So maybe I'd be there 4 times a week. And I also studied dance, and I took piano lessons. I took from a formal teacher for a few months in 4th grade. In high school, or junior high, I took for 3 years, must have been when I was about 14. I took from one of Al Capone's piano players. I was one of her 3 last students. And she taught me, she'd come to the house. She was a real character. And she taught me how to play by ear, the old ragtime style. I was a Girl Scout forever. Camp and, going to the beautiful Walder House, the replica of the Austrian villa of the Kohler family, where the Girl Scouts met. I was a Girl Scout leader in high school for 3 years with a woman that came to town, and she really encouraged me in my creative work and my work with children. And I think my leadership skills and my teaching skills were honed during those years to a good and great extent. I was one of the top students. I was in the higher end of the students. The guidance counselor told my mother I could be anything I wanted to be. If I was a boy, he'd suggest engineering. And of course, in those days, that kind of sealed it. You're going to go into engineering somehow. I graduated a little early, but I walked with my class in '74. I graduated with 18 college semester units, and I was one of 73 students accepted in what was considered one of the 3 best public universities for architecture and engineering.